This is a brief overview of the Domino platform, the factory for all AI. Now we'll start our model development by connecting to our data in Domino. Domino's unified data access provides governance in a single entry point, making it easy to connect to external sources, version large data, or share features or training sets. Our data sources feature provides connectors for rapid, secure access to numerous external data sources. And if your data source isn't available in our connectors, we're constantly adding new options, such as vector database support, and direct connections are available for virtually any data source. It takes just a few clicks to set these up, and you can reuse them in any project. Admins can also choose to share service accounts or just the data source configuration. And audit trails are automatically created for every connection. Every time you start a code session or register a model, the record of which data sources you used will be saved. Accessing your data is easy, since Domino's Data Access Library unifies the code needed for disparate data types through SQL syntax. You won't need to download multiple drivers or look up different code snippets to pull various data sources into the same notebook or script. In fact, we made it easy to copy and paste this directly in Domino's code sessions. In addition to connecting to external data, Domino provides low latency, shareable, and version-controlled internal file storage in our datasets feature. I can organize these into any file structure I need and bring in any file type. Permissions are set separately from the project, so you can easily test code on hidden validation sets and never have to worry about accidentally sharing data. You can also connect to external volumes, including EFS, NFS, and SMB in Domino. Just like with our other data support, you have fine-grained control over which users have read and write access and a single pane of glass into how these are used. In addition to bringing all of your data objects under a single pane of glass, you have tools and integrations to make data preparation and wrangling easier. Domino's Code Assist gives you a point-and-click wizard to generate open-source Python and R code for loading, transforming, and visualizing data. To develop models or perform exploratory analysis, data scientists use Domino workspaces. These give you one-click access to the software, hardware, and data you need without any DevOps work. Domino's compute environments allow you to easily update and share packages and tools while being safely contained in a sandbox that can be governed or defined by IT. And these are automatically versioned, so you can always run past code even years later. Domino supports a wide variety of development tools, a sample of which is shown here. From licensed technologies such as MATLAB to popular open-source environments, including JupyterLab, RStudio, and VS Code. We also make it easy to select the hardware you need and scale up to larger GPU machines. You can even choose infrastructure in different regions, cloud providers, or on-premise. Domino supports multi- and hybrid cloud infrastructure. You can attach distributed compute frameworks such as Spark, Ray, Dask, or MPI to spread your work across multiple machines for computationally intensive workloads. Domino dramatically simplifies the process for accessing these frameworks to just a few clicks. Launching a workspace orchestrates all of your infrastructure and software, so you don't need to be an expert in cloud, Kubernetes, or compute frameworks. You can use your preferred development tool, JupyterLab in this example, and Domino has linked all of your materials, such as your code, which can be stored in Domino or come from any number of external Git repositories and data. So you don't need to worry about finding connection strings, installing drivers, or moving data between servers. You can track compute usage and easily change hardware tiers when you're ready to train your model. And we support code generation tools of choice, such as Jupyter AI, Copilot, or our built-in integrations for AutoML and Hugging Face foundation models. For model development and training, managing model and parameter comparison is done in our experiments dashboard, giving you complete visibility into your model's performance and making it easier to troubleshoot issues. Hyperparameter tuning can be automated with our built-in AutoML capability or tools like RayTune, freeing up your team's time to focus on other tasks such as improving model performance. Collaboration is made easy, since you and all of the contributors to your project can send runs to the same experiment for comparison. Once you've found the optimal model, every aspect of that experiment is saved, including the hardware, all packages and software, the training time, and the model itself. And these can easily be run again both inside and out of Domino without additional configuration. Notebooks and interactive environments are great for writing and testing code, but once that's finished, it's likely that models will be trained in a more automated way by executing scripts in a Domino job. Similar to workspaces, you can select your environment and infrastructure, including compute clusters, and scale up as needed so your runs can complete effectively. These can be scheduled and can also be run in parallel or sequentially. Scheduled jobs can also be set up to automatically send customizable emails to other stakeholders. After you've finished your experimentation and registered your model, Domino makes it easy to publish and deploy these models in multiple ways, from scheduled reporting, point-and-click batch inference, hosting API endpoints, and interactive dashboards. or exporting to host on edge devices or in other systems. To share dashboards, you can build web applications using frameworks such as Streamlit, Shiny, Dash, or Flask, and scale them by choosing from a set of configurations, including who can have access. There's no need to learn Kubernetes or involve any other teams. Once published, your app is able to be consumed by the business owners who tasked you with solving the problem in the first place. If you've ever needed to share a script or find yourself running the same tasks, such as batch inference or data cleaning, self-service web forms are created with just a few clicks when setting up a Domino launcher. Consumers of your project can upload data and specify parameters that are neatly consumed by your code. Launchers execute as Domino jobs, maintaining all of the exact tracking for reproducibility and auditability. And a separate permission level is available for these, limiting users to just the forms you've given them access to and those results. From the Domino UI, you can create and test APIs without any design experience. All you need to do is pass in one of your registered models or a script containing a function that calls your trained model. Domino will take care of everything needed to turn them into a callable endpoint, including giving you sample code from multiple languages. And you can control everything about the deployment, such as compute resources, instances, and tokens. These models can also be exported as Docker containers to host externally or passed directly into services such as Snowflake, NVIDIA Fleet Command, which can be used to deploy edge devices, or SageMaker. It's important to monitor long-running models for data drift and quality to keep them at peak performance. Domino has integrated monitoring for API endpoints that you develop, but you can also bring in any models that are developed or hosted outside of Domino, providing a single pane of glass for viewing the performance of your models and setting up alerts. We have a number of built-in statistical measures for looking at drift or monitoring quality divergence, and you can also add in your own custom metrics. Remediation is easy, with the ability to spin up a session with a model using the same hardware and environment as it was developed in. Updates to models can also be scheduled if auto retraining is needed to bring in new data. And for responsible AI, Domino Model Sentry makes responsible policies actionable, so your team can build and operate AI safely at scale with comprehensive model monitoring, observability, reproducibility, and human-centric governance. I've already shown you several of Domino Model Sentry's integrated capabilities, including project templates, model review, model staging, model monitoring, and audit logging. Now let's take a look at how the model registry and model card integrated capabilities can assist with responsible AI. Once a data scientist has found the best model and parameters, they can register this to a model card for discovery and reviews, along with one-click deployment options. These model cards are a key part of the traceability required for responsible AI. Domino's model cards automatically include all parameters and metrics from the experiment, and any data that was accessed. After registering, you can add reviewers to progress the staging of different model versions, from development to production, with full governance through the entire process. We make it easy for stakeholders in IT to see all the deployed assets with key information, such as usage and last updates in our assets portfolio. Domino FinOps makes it easy for data science and IT leaders to track and lower AI and GenAI costs. Domino FinOps gives you visibility into all expenses in a single pane of glass. You can track and control AI infrastructure spending and save without manually tagging all infrastructure assets. You can also see a breakdown compute and storage accurate spend by user, project, org clusters, and more. Domino FinOps lets you proactively control spending with budgets and alerts. Domino lets you set and manage budgets for teams and projects. And budget alerts help you catch cost overruns with alerts before they become a problem. Let's take a look at Domino for generative AI. Domino accelerates in-house enterprise Gen AI from pilots to production through our generative AI offerings, including AI Gateway, Vector Data Access Layer, AI Hub Gen AI Templates, the Fine-Tuning Wizard, and Coding Assistance. Domino AI Gateway is built on top of MLflow Deployment Server for easy integration with existing MLflow projects, with the added enterprise security to ensure only approved personnel are allowed to see and use model endpoints. As a data analyst, I only have access and visibility to my approved models that are set up by my admin. I can copy example code from models and run them, and I don't have to worry about the setup or permissions or any of that. As an admin, I can also run an audit trail on LLM usage. Because it's fully integrated into the platform, data audit trails automatically record all access to ensure model approvers can confidently ensure compliance with enterprise security and audit policies. Domino's new Vector Access Layer provides control and audit access to vector databases using native vendor-provided libraries with all the capabilities of existing data sources, including credential management and secure storage with both service and individual accounts. It also maintains connection sharing with other users on the platform and audit trail lineage and usage tie-in on Domino workflows. Pinecone is the first vector database supported through this layer, with several more following soon. The new Domino AI Hub enables quickly building AI applications from pre-built solutions curated from the best of open source that are enterprise ready. In the project section, there's a new tab called Templates. I can browse through the templates and select a project template. Each template has an information card that lets me view lots of details. Then I can click Create Project. My project comes out of the box with a set of scripts, notebooks, and software packages pre-installed that give me everything I need for my project. The templates include many common AI use cases and patterns, everything from retrieval augmented generation to fine-tuning to anomaly detection, with many more coming from our partners and the ecosystem. Once the workspace is running, my project comes out of the box pre-installed with tools like LangChain, right-sized hardware, LLM access, and a vector store. The preprocessed notebook provides a parameter which you can easily update to point to your data files, then batch embed the data and store it in the vector store. The retrieval notebook provides a parameter to control for responsible AI safety to prevent harmful or inappropriate content generation. Now we'll ask it a question to test the process. And now we'll see the result. We can see that context has been returned from our private data, and now I'm happy with how it works. My template also came pre-configured with everything I need to publish a Streamlit chatbot. I'll click back over to my overall project, to my app section, then I'll click View App, and here's my chatbot running. So I'll ask a question and send that. It's searching for the answer. It brings the answer back nicely formatted within my app, so very easy to use. If I click over to this other notebook, it's the same retrieval augmented generation process. But now we have AI gateway endpoints included and vector access support as well. In this demo, we've seen how not only does Domino provide you these critical features for developing Gen AI use cases, we're the only platform that has integrated them for a seamless and delightful experience. And this template gives you AI gateway and vector access connector examples built in, which means you also get auditing and security all out of the box. Let's see the fine-tuning wizard in action. With the fine-tuning wizard, there are 3 simple steps. First, you need to choose a foundation model from a list based on common tasks. I'm going to use Finbert, a foundation model for sentiment analysis on financial news. Finbert was trained on 4.9 billion tokens of corporate reports, earnings call transcripts, and analyst reports. However, I'm going to fine-tune it with additional data collected over the past few months from industries I'm focused on to ensure it performs optimally for my needs. By clicking Fine-Tune, I can perform the second necessary step, to choose my data. Domino Code Assist makes it easy to find and select your data, connect to it, and map it to the inputs required for the fine-tuning job. Third, I can click Run. This will insert the code, which is great because it's transparent and modifiable and not a black box. It also facilitates collaboration between different types of talent on your team. The less technical folks can start work that the more expert data scientists can review or refine. And I did all this without leaving my workspace. While this is running, notice that Code Assist even generated the code necessary to log the key experiment metrics and track them using our Experiment Manager powered by MLflow. Experiment Manager enables automatically tracking, logging key metrics and artifacts during model training to monitor the progress of AI experiments, including model training and fine-tuning. And unlike the open source MLflow, we've even added enterprise security to ensure only approved personnel are allowed to see metrics, logs, and artifacts. As we drill into the details further, we can see that my experiment did okay, but not great. To improve my model's performance, Code Assist also generates the code necessary to automate the hyperparameter tuning. Powered by the latest innovations in open source, Domino has integrated Ray with built-in native optimizations for large language models to automatically scale out, on demand, and get done in hours what otherwise may have taken weeks. This tuning task is going to run a lot of jobs in parallel. To save time and money, I'm going to run this on my on-premise NVIDIA GPU cluster, which always has the capacity I need and is much cheaper. Domino is the only platform that supports orchestrating workloads across hybrid or multi-cloud infrastructure. And because the metrics are streamed back to the Experiment Manager from the on-prem GPUs, Domino provides a single pane of glass to monitor experiments regardless of whether they are running on-premise or in any cloud. We can see we now have a significantly better performing model. Domino is open and interoperable, using the best and most innovative tools directly in Domino like Jupyter AI to generate code, notebooks, and more. Let me show you how. I'm here in my Domino project's Jupyter Lab workspace, and I can see there's a new tab. I click on it, and it's the Jupyter AI chatbot, a user-friendly generative AI conversational assistant integrated with the Jupyter Notebook, and then Jupyter AI is integrated in the Domino workspace. Jupyter AI comes out of the box with access to all the major model providers. The Jupyter AI chatbot has several features that you can use, including embedding and indexing your private data so that you can ask questions about it. The assistant can generate code that you can test and run. You can ask it to explain all or part of your code. Jupyter AI can also explain errors, then rewrite the code to fix those errors. And you can generate entire notebooks from a natural language prompt. Domino versions underlying software package environments, project source code, and data snapshots. And that includes code generated with Jupyter AI. To recap, we saw how Domino acts as a central yet flexible platform. It gives data scientists access to an on-demand infrastructure while tracking their work and streamlining the process of building and deploying models. That makes data scientists more productive, increases collaboration, and speeds up time to value of their work. At the same time, because Domino is centralized, it gives you the control and security compliance you need, enabling more governance and standardization across what would be otherwise silos of different tools and infrastructure.